Okay, so in the process, we talked about the project task list. We've looked at and did an overview of the gear design and the elements and the things that we're going to be looking at there. Now, once you have your gears specified, you are ready to make your initial layout, So I'm going to click on that assignment there. And in there, you're going to notice that you have a little example or a sample here. So if you click on that, that's going to be the PDF. Now I happen to have it underneath my camera, but that's going to be the PDF that you can use. Now, if I go underneath here, the layout that you're going to do is going to really look arrangement wise just like this. Okay. Except you are probably going to add hubs to your gears. I just did a generic width of gears. Okay. You're going to have actual dimensions. Okay. Now this is layout work. This doesn't mean that this can't change. This is initial layout based on your initial gears that you've picked based on the specs that we have right now. This could all change when you do your shaft design. So what I like to tell students is don't like fall in love with your gears. Don't like get super attached to them or think you might not go back. Expect that you probably will be changing them because remember our minimum shaft design, we have to make sure can fit through the bores too. And if the bore, the max bore isn't large enough to accommodate that, then we've got to go back to the gear design. But the beauty of it is, I'm not saying that there's not work there, but having the spreadsheets automates a lot of this and makes it easier to make changes, okay, when there's only a couple things to worry about. So this is going to be the layout that you're going to create. Yes, we don't know our bearing diameters yet, but I want you to put them in there to recognize that those are supports and that you have an idea of where the center line would be for that element. We're not worrying about width there, okay, just to represent them. Additionally, you're going to show a side view over here. And then because you will already know your first, crack at your gears, I want you to list your pinion and your gear for set number 1, teeth, diametral pitch, and pitch diameter. Okay. You're going to draw these all to scale. All right. And you're going to put them on a WCTC border. Any questions about your layout? Like I said, now the layout is going to feel like, oh yeah, now I can put this together because I have actual sizes. These diameters here that are the center line diameters for each one of the gears is just the pitch diameter. Okay. It's not the outside of the tooth. It's not the root. It's the pitch diameter. It's that effective diameter that we're always interested in. It's that point of engagement from one to the other. So you can show those tangent to each other each time. Okay. Questions? Now, when you create this, all right, I created mine in AutoCAD. You can choose to do it in AutoCAD to create a PDF. In this one, I don't want the file itself. So when you create this in AutoCAD, so here's mine. Here's mine. And I want to save it. I'm going to go to, instead of save as, you're going to go to plot. And you're going to then go to your printer or your plotter, and you're going to go down to the first one. I always choose just the first one. There's a bunch of PDFs here, AutoCAD PDF, general documentation. And if you click on that, it's going to then send it to a PDF file for you instead of printing it out. And that's what I want you to hand in. So then what you're going to do is you're going to window around the outside of the border. Okay. Make sure that the plot scale is fit to scale. If this is not clicked and it's 1-to-1, then you're going to get like a little square of it on your piece of paper. So you want that to be fit to scale. You want the top here to be monochrome. All right. And then I would do a preview. Okay. Do a quick preview. You can see, oh yeah, that looks good. And then you can either click out of the preview on the top. And then when you hit OK, it's going to ask you where you want to save it. So now you can navigate to the directory that you want to save it in. And then that's going to be the PDF file that you upload. Okay. When you get it, you're going to notice, I'll put it on, I think I'm going to put it on my desktop. I'll show you what that looks like. My desktop, there it is. Okay. Oh, you can see it here at the very bottom. Notice that whatever I named my file, I named a gearbox_layout, but then it does a -model.pdf. That's the PDF file that you want to upload. It always does a dash model in back of it. If you don't want that, you can change the name. I always keep it because then it's just easier for me to recognize it as a PDF. Okay. So, so that's gonna be the file that you want to upload to the assignment Dropbox. Don't put the DWG in there for me, okay? I'd have to download it and then pull it up, and then if I want to make any notes on it, the PDF is just really convenient, okay? Questions on the layout? Again, that'll come right after you're done with your first initial specification of your gears. Okay, if there aren't any questions then, that's all that I got. That's all that I got. So I'm going to, question.
So what is that price?
Let's look. So let me go underneath here. So I'm gonna